Morning Discord, morning YouTube, let's get into it. Okay, so the after hours yesterday, we had another boost up, another bolt up. Let us... The charts should be updated, yes. Why? What is an issue with the charts? Are you saying the charts on the charts channel? Yeah, they should be updated. Okay, yeah. So the charts on the charts channel, those are actually my charts. So those are just, it's if you have a TradingView account, you could get a TradingView account. It's free. You can get a free TradingView account, but those charts are my actual charts. There's no difference between the ones you see on there and the ones I use. Yeah, yeah, we only need the, yeah, you only need that for trading for what we do. Yeah, we're good, we're good. All right, so something I want to point out, as we can see, I have this on the 5. I have this strong uptrend in the purple. So if we overlay that with our 30-minute, that would be consistent with our green, right? So we'll know we're gonna see some big movement down when we start to take out all these liquidity levels, especially if we break green. So I have it all plotted on the on our trading plan. So also look, if we're gonna have continuation, you know, if we stay in this here, I'll let me put this one over here. If we have like really strong continuation, let's look for it to start inside of this silver or gray strong trend, because look at yesterday, it never broke out of this gray. It never broke the gray, and once it did break the gray, you know, sidestepped a bit, and then it bounced off green and then back up. So if we stay inside this gray, if we have a strong buying channel, then there's no reason to get out of the trade. Let's look for some downside if we get under this key level right here. I'll highlight it on the 30-minute. So if we get under that, let's look for a break retest on the downside. Otherwise, we're just in the uptrend, right? And then we're looking for our long entries. When I'm saying long entries, I mean call entries, by the way, because you can go long in a put, but I mean call entries. So trust me, I know what it means. Sometimes I just say I just say that. I don't know why. Long meaning to me go up, short meaning go down. That's what I mean by that. Okay, so something we need to be cautious of, if we look at our daily chart, oh man, we're riding this Bollinger up. So I was gonna say, usually, you know, when you hit the top of the Bollinger, you see a little bit of pullback. We've actually had a really strong rally. Look in this daily. I mean, this is really good movement up. Okay, so any downside, let's go ahead and take out on the 1 minute. We're on the 1 minute now. Let's take this liquidity out over here. Oh wait, why did I do that? Let's take this liquidity out for any downside. Now we don't want to just test it. We want to, when I'm saying take it out, I mean, right? Retest the area and reject down from the area. Otherwise, in the short term at least, we're looking for our calls. So before they head up, if they head up, maybe they want to grab liquidity from this level right here, right, for the push up, something like that. So we'll be patient. Let's check the volume. Bullish volume for the first 5 minutes. Bullish volume on the first 5 minutes. I'm gonna clean up the chart. I'm gonna give this a confidence 2 actually, because I don't want to go too hard, fight this trend, risk to reward from here to here, right? So let's say if it breaks magenta, you're you got to watch out for pretty much this whole liquidity level. So just to confirm, let's get below 643. You know, if it dumps from here straight below, then oh well. We're looking for safety here because this thing can turn around at any minute, right? Look at all these levels of liquidity. There's one right here. Let me highlight it for you. There's one here. There's one here. Yeah, the strong one here. So don't bet on any significant movement down because we're in a strong uptrend. Why do you want to fight the trend? We broke above key level here. We're still in this purple. I think I might like the magenta. Let's see if we build some deep structure. Let's see if we build deep structure inside the magenta. The Discord knows what I'm talking about, deep structure. If you want to find out about what deep structure means, send me an email, LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com. I'll get you sorted out. For a scalp situation, if there is any downside, look for that. We still need more data. We're not calling anything as yet. We have an idea. We're in an uptrend, so don't fight the trend, right? Below 643, that's our put. That's the answer. Otherwise, we're looking for long entry. So let's see if we retest this liquidity level now, right? Now we want to see this for continuation inside of our magenta. Otherwise, we're just in a strong channel. So we have our criteria. We want to come back and test this area, right? We want to come back and test, excuse me, 644. Excuse me. We want to come back and test 644 to grab that liquidity to give us more strength up. just be patient today. You know, it looks like it's going to be maybe a slow day. Who knows? Maybe a slow day. The volume will come in. The volume will come in. You just got to give it time. But we made really good money this week. This week has been a phenomenal. Oh wait, it's only, what day is today? Wednesday. Yeah, we've had really good days so far. So let's preserve the account. We don't need to be risky. We don't need to jump in the you know, morning candles with the most risk is going to be, you know, when it's highly volatile, which is the morning time. So we know what the setup looks like. Let's just wait for it to play out. If you're antsy to trade, and if you simply must be in a trade, which you shouldn't be, but we have some general guidelines to go off of. Yeah, we're going to preserve the account. From here on out, Ron, we're preserving that account. No reason to force anything. So if you're not already in the call, right, then there's no trade here. You have to wait for your setup. And trust me, the more time goes on, the more data we get, the easier this will be. Let's look at, let's do some higher time frame analysis. If you're using the MACD, we got some room for the upside on the 5-minute. 30-minute looks like we had a weak bear, which we know, well, we had a lesson the other day on a weak bear cycle, meaning if you get a cross of your MACD and your signal line above your zero line. So when this crosses back and it's still above, you see how the MACD and the signal line cross, and you know, they cross every so often. If they cross while it's above, see, this never went below the zero line. So since it's still above, that indicates a bolt. A bolt meaning continuation. So keep that in mind. That's how you use the indicators to your advantage. Yeah, low volume this morning. When the volume comes in, it's gonna move. So just be patient here. And if the setups never present itself, like for example, there's some days where the market just slowly and annoyingly grinds up, and then it'll give you, like, let's say it's a grind up. It could be a grind down. Let's say it's a grind up. They'll give you like 2 or 3 candles in the opposite direction, maybe even break a key level every now and again to make you think that it's gonna go down, and then it just slowly grinds back up, and it's a slow grind, and you're biting on the chomps of every single red candle. And yeah, that's not how to trade. So instead of doing that, we wait for our liquidity to present itself one way or the other. And if you're not already in a call, it's too late, right? We already know we're in an uptrend. Let's look at the pattern. So we have a push up. This is just, continuation right here. Look. We pushed up, we pulled back, continuation. Same thing as yesterday, no difference. So whenever you see this strong angle of approach, whether it be to the call side or the put side, whenever you see a very steep angle, I consider that a buying or selling channel, right? Not necessarily an algo. Even though it is algorithmic, I don't consider it an algo because I'll actually get into the details with that in the Discord if you guys care. I don't want to give away all the sauce on the internet, because then what are you guys paying for in the Discord? I'll put that as a reminder to explain what I mean between the algo and the buying and selling channel. It's not that deep, by the way, so I don't think you're getting some profound information that's going to change your life. Yeah, it's just like low volume. There's no trade here. Not every day is a trading day. You don't have to trade every day. You can own a coin laundry shop and it could be a rainy day and no one comes in, and you just didn't do business that day and you still had to pay expenses. Cost of doing business. Cost to be the boss. Yesterday was such a good day. This whole week has been such a good, well, these last 2 days has been so, well, no, even last week too. We're just continuing on, but it's been going so well. I don't even feel like, sometimes, I don't know, you feel like a pressure to trade because you're sitting here and you're waiting for movements and you're thinking to yourself, oh man, I could have made money right there. And you feel pressure to take a trade even though you shouldn't. So look at these all-time highs. We're just hitting new all-time highs. Anyways, what I was saying is, we've made good money. We don't need to risk any of the money we made. I'm going to extend this purple. I don't really want to, so. I have to clean up this chart. Give me a second. We're just in the strong uptrend. No reason to fight the trend. Trend is your friend, as they say. All-time highs. We're just hitting new all-time highs every minute that goes by. Every second that goes by, we're hitting new all-time highs. Okay, nothing for us to do here. Sit back and enjoy the ride. Oh, the market's making my job easy today. All right, let's look for a little pullback coming in. Let's look for a pullback to come in. Like clockwork. Like clockwork. Oh, they got more room for the up. They got more room for the up. There's no reason to short this. We have our criteria, right? Puts below 643. That's the answer. Now, if you want to be risky and scalp, you know, I don't know, you know, we'll see what happens here, but I just want to clarify something. Just because you see this head and shoulders right here doesn't mean that it's going to happen right now. Just because you see a little pullback, the confirmation is somewhere down here, or the indication is somewhere down here. The confirmation is down here. Okay, just to be clear. Because I know there's some people out there who are trying to make this day trading thing happen for themselves, and they're trying to use the YouTube to try to trade off of, which is, it's possible. I'm not saying it's impossible. I've actually heard quite a few people tell me that they've had winners off the YouTube, but it's very difficult to trade off YouTube because I put a delay. So if you're trying to trade off YouTube, you have to account for that delay. You didn't miss anything, Sonny. We're just in a solid uptrend. Yeah, big moves. All-time highs. The long-term portfolio is looking nice. Long-term portfolio is sitting pretty. All right, let's see if we get a blue going up in here. Ignore this magenta right here. Just ignore that. Just testing something. Yeah, really. I know, right? Or, you know, at that point, why even buy the leap? You might as well just sell the put, get a sign, collect some money, and then ride the wave. Yeah, I sell the put, get assigned, you know, and then ride the wave. Now look, I know I arbitrarily put this head right here. Wow. And I said there was going to be a pullback right now at this exact moment. So yeah, I don't know what else to tell you folks. This is all done live and in real time. This is all done live in real time. We're testing to see if magenta is going to be, look at them. Okay. Here we go. Oh my goodness. right? Let's see if we take this level out right here. Oh my goodness. Look at the money that's just been printed. I was planning on just doing a quick scout. Look. Okay. The safety is gonna be, oh geez, hold on. I just had it highlighted. It's highlighted. 643.78. You see it, Sonny? So we want to take out all this liquidity, and then we got, you know, now it looks like we got some room down here to hit the next liquidity level. So safety puts is going to be down there. We don't want to fight the trend. Oh man, this scalp. Whew, look at this scalp. All right, well, we had a good day so far. Today's been a really good day. And, you know, eventually you'll start to understand the patterns. You'll see what I see and you'll know. It just takes time. You'll understand why I'm saying it's going to be a pullback right now. You'll understand why I put the head exactly where I put the head. I drew this way before this happened. Way before this happened, so. Okay. I took all of that on this level right here. So we'll see if it can. Now, I don't care now. Now I got a little bit of cushion for the day now. Now I got a little bit of gambling money. I got a little bit of gambling money. Easy money. But let's see if this is going to be a momentum candle, right? We're about 2/3 up the candle. Oh, I don't want to. Okay, never mind that 2/3 thing. Okay, let's see what we got. I've already had a pretty good morning. I got filled on the low end of this scalp too, like way, like on the very bottom I got filled. And then as soon as it started doing this, I was like, oh man, come on. But I had my stop, you know, a little bit above this, the green and red right here, or above the candle. And I was starting to getting annoyed. But then it gave me this, so we got lucky on that. And you know, you don't always get that type of luck, so I don't recommend doing that. There's confirmations, right? We look for confirmations. We'll know once this liquidity is taken out, we're gonna go down. So if you're trying to make this this day trading thing a thing in your life, you have to follow some rules because you're in an uptrend. So why are you trying to, you know, if you want to scalp and try to make it like that, I don't recommend that, because that's not sustainable. I can tell you that. You know what? I'm lying. It works for some people. Some people it works. They trade very heavy, but they're short duration of time. They get their money, get in and get out. And I don't know if that's quite our style. Okay, you know what? This needs to be... Damn, I don't want to move it, but I kind of need to move it. All right, let's see how significant. Okay. Okay. So it never broke the blue, right? We're guiding off blue, never broke blue. Good money. Good money. Okay, here we go. Good money. Now don't overstay your welcome, right? Because you're in an uptrend. This thing could turn around on us right here because look, there's liquidity built up right here. So don't overstay your welcome if you're, because we're fighting the trend. We have to be able to identify risk. Let's see if we can get a couple more dollars out of this. Let's see if we can get a couple more dollars out of this. Easy money. Easy money. Here we go. With safety. You don't have to think too much. Don't overstay your welcome. Let's check higher time frame, see what we got. Okay. See some bearish volume coming in. But this 30 minutes kind of sketchy, so yeah, definitely do not overstay your welcome. That 30 minutes sketchy. For puts. That for puts. Let's, come on, print a little bit more. I'd like to get a little bit more out of this. Come on. Oh man, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Is it gonna reject under here? Come on. Okay. Okay. Little patience, little patience. Are we going to take out this level here, or is it going to, pop up? We'll see. Okay, look, I've done my job for today. So your risk level, your risk tolerance, that's on you. I can't control your risk tolerance. I think I can officially claim this one because I literally said there's going to be a pullback on the penny, on the nose, on the second. I told you there's going to be a pullback. You saw the resistance. You had 1, 2. I mean, there's nothing more I can do. So I did my job. We're going to say 646.20. What is it? 646.18 to 645.17. That's one full point that I gave. That's one full point. I've done my job. I literally drew it out. Right? So be done for the day. Take your money, be done for the day. There's no reason to sit here and trade all day. You made your money. We need to like really understand this concept. So let's see if we break blue to the upside. I'm going to clean up this chart. Don't overstay your welcome. This would be reasonably, I think reasonably deep structure for that. So let's see. Target to high a day, or all-time high rather. Meaning if we break blue, we're going to see if blue is going to be our up for the day and it's going to take us to at least all-time high. So just wait. This is the middle of the water, so there's no trading here. If you're not already in your put, there's no trade here. There's another algo that's presenting itself right now, but I don't want to confuse everybody because it's gonna make the screen look crazy. When it's relevant, I'll put it up. I mean, I see it. There's another algo in here. There's two. I'm not gonna put them up yet because it's gonna cause a lot of confusion on the screen. So let's give it a second. Okay. Sorry, I didn't highlight the blue. It's a blue confidence too because we haven't tested it yet, really. A little test right here. This is thin structure, so this is not really a test. That's why it's a confidence 2. Come on. We gotta see if we take out this liquidity level here, right? So if we start fading to the downside, correct, yeah, the high a day is gonna retest the high a day. Oh, sorry. So basically what we want to see is we want to see if we're going to do something like this. So long entry safety is going to be when we break, retest, and reject above 646.19. Long entries from this point, right? Call entry safeties are going to be up here. So wait for this to happen. Oh my good, look. Beautiful. Come on. And look, we have our guardrail up. We have our guardrail. So you're trailing your stop along the blue, right? There's another algo here. Okay. Let me just go ahead and do it because it's becoming a thing now. I have to clean up the chart. Give me a second. I have to put this here and time is of the essence. So single contracts is going to be out on break of green, right? So if you bought at literally when I said to buy the put, right? Exactly when you had to do it exactly when I said to buy the put. Break of green, single contracts, gangsters are going to hold for break of blue. Wait, listen, that's not a chat yet. Look at the money we printed. Look at the money we printed today. There it is. Easy money. Every day. Every day. Look at the money we printed. Oh my goodness. Simply amazing. I'm going to clean up. I want to move this blue. Just, you know where it is. I want to move the blue just because it's hurting my eyeballs. Look at the money we printed today. Do you see the system works? Do you see it? This is how we know we can sustain a living. We wait for safety. There is no risk. I mean, I'm not saying there's no risk, but you're comfortable with the risk once you have a system that works. We have a system that works. We had at least two opportunities to get on this put. At least two. Blue was the guardrail for the time. However, I didn't want to force people into my trading, into my risk tolerance. So I put on another guardrail for single contracts. I was trying to have you guys be comfortable with staying in the trade longer. That's why I left blue. I didn't put green. Green is the single. Look at the money we printed. Look at the money. There it is. There it is. I've done my job. We do it every single day. You have to learn you have to learn patience. You got to learn how to hold. Take the trade, get up and walk away. Because you see that movement doesn't really happen in the first 5 or 10 minutes period. So this blue and blue, this is our movement within it's almost a science at this point. It's not even an art anymore. Look at the money we're printing. Look at this money. Come on. Run. Look at the money we printed. I'm repeating myself. I'm sorry, but it's exciting. Oh my goodness. There it is. I've done my job. I'm going to clean up the chart. This doesn't invalidate this cup and handle, by the way. I'm just cleaning up the chart. It's still on the table because we didn't break structure. Huh? You see that? So when you're buying puts, you have guardrails to know when to exit. You can expect a dance right here. Watch. Hold on. Let me here's another option for the if it wants to head down. All right, I'm gonna clear this chart up. Just bear with me. That played out. This was an excellent move. So I know I drew it a little. The point is, don't worry about the time. Look at the price, right? The price. We want the price to look something like that, bouncing off of magenta. You see how we're retesting this key level now? Remember what I told you for continuation? We want to break the liquidity, retest the liquidity. Now we're going to see if we're going to continue. We're going to see for continuation. So don't overstay your welcome. Do not overstay your welcome. You have guardrails up. So what this translates to, what I'm trying to show you, I just, maybe So let's see if we test blue and reject. Let me draw it better. Something like that. There's going to be, if it you know, starts to reject off of this magenta, look for this pattern. It would be ideal if it rejected off of blue, but you know, if it stays in green, even better, right? Even better if it stays in green. So don't overstay your welcome on these puts, because we know, you know, we know they're going to come back and test this. We knew they had to come back and test this before they even shot up, right? I drew this morning. That's why I'm telling you, do not overstay your welcome. Now, how did I know it was going to reject exactly there? That was luck. That was luck. That was luck. I'm not gonna lie. I get lucky. I get lucky 90% of the time. No, 80% of the time I get lucky. I'd say my drawings, okay, when it comes to the drawing, this is an 80%. This is not 100%. The purpose of the drawing of the path is just to give you an idea of what you want to look for in price action. So you see what the pattern is. We're going to see now. We're testing to see if blue is going to be our up, which would make sense with our thesis of breaking, retesting the liquidity. Remember, we retested liquidity right here, and then we're going to see now. So there's no trade here. You know where your setups are. It's going to be below this with a break and retest, or it's going to be possibly on the break of this blue. And let me show you what the break of blue structure is going to look. Well, it's going to be the continuation, right? The continuation we drew. Yeah, it would just be continuation like that on the break of blue. Still inside green. I told you, be patient. The movement will happen. You know, we started off a little, I didn't really like the movement. I knew it was going to come in. The volume's going to come in eventually. It always does. You couldn't take any trades here. You just knew you're in an uptrend. But I will say, absolutely impeccable. I mean, no one can do what I'm not saying no one can't do it. What I am saying is I have never heard anyone on the internet saying it's going to pull back right now puts. Right? And then draw and show you exact. No, it's not on the internet. It's not happening. At that exact level, don't worry. You'll get there. It takes time. I'm not special. In his thick ass accent. His thick ass. All right, Ron, let me answer your question. What you look for pre-market for the day's game plan? So number one, it's the normal technical analysis, but I'm doing the technical analysis on the 30-minute because this is kind of the time frame we trade on, or I like to trade on. So it's just the same technical analysis that I'm doing here. However, the algorithms are different on the higher time frames. So it's translating the higher time frame to the 5 and the 1, because those are just what we're comfortable with, or what I'm comfortable with. I'm looking for momentum candles. I'm looking for just the basic structure. Yeah, nothing crazy, Ron. I hope that answered your question. You know, just it's what we're doing now. I'm translating it into a higher time frame with different algorithms, because obviously they're going to be different for different time frames. I don't know if that answered your question, but actually I didn't finish what I was. We're gonna see how well they defend this magenta. I'm gonna steal this one just because. Let's see if there's a half channel here. Look, we're still in green. So single contracts, stress-free trading. Single contracts is still in green. Look, single contracts still in green. We're still in this trade, right? Let's check the 30. Six 644.49. Okay, you're asking. Did you mean 644.49? Are you asking, is this the support right here, Sonny? We're gonna see if support's being made here, when it bounces back, if it bounces back up. We're gonna see if this is forming support, right? We're still in our green, we're still in our puts, stress-free trading. Okay, on the 30, bold key level says 644.49. If I'm reading this properly, yeah, the bold key level 644.49. Is that what you're saying? I only have one bold that I know of, and it says 644.49. Oh wait, hold on, let me see something. You said on the 30, yeah. Oh, look at the money we printed. Look at green doing all the work. Green is doing all the work today. Oh, my computer's about to die. Darn it. Okay. Look at green doing all the work. Oh my goodness. All right, so look for a break, retest and reject. We're back at this level. I've done my job. There's nothing more I can do. I've done my job. There's absolutely nothing more I can do. Look at the money. Look at the money we printed. Come on now. Come on. The best on the internet. It's done. But watch out, because you're going to see a little bounce right here. You see how it's coming right back to this level? Let's see. Let's see. You're going to see a bounce right here. Right back at this level. Oh! Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at the money we printed. Look at this money. There's nothing more I can do. Okay, we're testing the bottom blue, right? Bottom blue, look for... Okay, so look, we're testing bottom blue. So if you want to take profit right now, testing bottom blue. Or wait for the break. Look, the break, retest. We're going to see if we're going to retest and reject, okay? So you have another opportunity if it happens. If it happens. If not, and you're not already in green, then I don't know what's going on, because I identified 1, 2, 3, 4 4 winners. There's nothing more I can do. 4 winners identified. That's the name of the game. Look at green doing all the work for us. Oh, look at the money we printed today, folks. Oh, goodness. Oh my goodness. Nothing needs to be said. Just sit back and admire the beauty. Nothing needs to be said. That's like when you wake up in the early morning on a crisp, dewy morning from camping on the mountains, and you're overlooking the mountains, and you see the smoke or the fog and the trees poking through the fog, and you're sipping your coffee and you're thinking, I got a good life. Here's that moment. Here's that moment, right? If you're making that money, here's the moment. Enjoy it. Let's see if we retest and reject underneath 644.82. I mean, this is stress-free trading. All we had to do was be patient and allow market to give us the structure and tell us what's going to happen. Every day we do this. Every single day. Oh my goodness. What a good day. And be done for the day. Look, you know, if we break green, just be done for the day. We had, how much is that? I can't even see. 646 to 2 full points. No one is doing this. It's literally 2 points. 2 cents off of 2 points. No one's doing this. No one is doing this on the internet. I'm telling you. Not like this. Not with this. Not general. Oh, look at the money. We're still in green. All right, we're gonna target 643. So we're gonna see what happens here. Let's see if we bolt from here. Okay, because this is also another bolt area. Look at the big liquidity here. Big liquidity here. Don't overstay your welcome. Do not be greedy. I'm just cleaning up the chart just a bit. I will be right back. I'm still here. I'm just going to step away for a second. Okay, before I stepped away. Look, we're still in green. There's nothing more I can do. Oh my goodness. Look at this money. Look at this is, I have to say, I called everything perfect. I even called this pullback literally when it happened. And I even said, expect a pullback right now. And it happened exactly when I said it. I even said, if you're going to scalp, now's the time to scalp. And then I put up the structure to show you we're taking out liquidity. And then I showed you the green selling channel. We're still in green. I showed you where to move your stops. Boom, boom, boom. I showed you. We did it together. You're seeing me trade. You're seeing my trades. Now, I don't know your risk tolerance. I don't know your risk tolerance. And I think sometimes you don't know your own risk tolerance either. So over time you'll develop. It takes time. This is not Trust me, I know this is not easy. Emotionally, it's not easy. Look at this money we printed. Come on. It doesn't get any better. It simply doesn't. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna give my offer is still stands. If anyone on this internet can find, look at this money. If anyone on the internet can find someone who's doing it better than me, I don't care how big they are. I don't care if they have millions of followers, whatever it is. Look at this money. I want to know someone who's doing it better than me. Please tell me. I promise you, if you can send me this information and it's verifiable that there's someone on the internet that's giving the sauce the way I do, with the consistency, with the accuracy, I'll give you $50. I'll give you $100. I'll give you $75 because I want to know. For me personally, I would like to know because I haven't seen it. It just doesn't exist. No, hell no, not 100 because I'm cheap. Sonny, I'm cheap. I'm always looking for a deal, Sonny. I'm always looking for a deal. Now look, we know we can expect a bounce, right? Or look, we know where the liquidity is. We knew what to expect. We know what the target is. Don't get greedy. Take your money, take your profit, adjust your stops. We don't have to, you don't have to take profit now. I don't recommend taking profit now. I'm saying adjust your stops. This is why I put the guardrail for blue, and it was a little sneaky on my part because I wanted the Discord to I wanted to give a bigger guardrail because I know you guys probably stop yourself out way too soon all the time, and that's probably those little death by 1,000 cut type things. Hold on, let me just show you really quick before I boop boop boop. So look for that. The pullback. Yeah, let me draw a little more accurate because I think I could do better. Give me a second. Okay, I messed that all up. I'm sitting here watching my hand do the wrong thing. Okay, in order to, it's hard for me to express it, so I'm going to make it look like that. Don't worry about the top. There. Don't worry about the top. It got a haircut. But this is, look out for this, okay? We knew this was going to happen. This was no surprise. We have targets. I have it highlighted. We had a great day. Every single day. 1.6 GPA. 1.6 GPA. I'm telling you, this Discord, you guys remember what we talked about yesterday? Watch. It's because we have a solid product. We have a solid product. That's why. That's why I'm confident in what I'm telling you is possible. And we can scrape off just a fraction of what we need. You'll see. You'll see what we're gonna do. You'll see. You guys think I'm joking too? I'm dead serious. Because I'm not greedy like that. I'm not greedy like that when it comes to people. Because I hate a lot of people, but I love more people than I hate. Actually, I don't hate anybody, but I dislike a lot of people, but I love more people than I dislike. look, okay. So if you want to take profit here, take your profit. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, you have secured money. We have 3 points. 3. No one's doing this. Trust me. Ain't nobody doing it. I issued the challenge. If you want to make a quick $75, I'm not going to do 100 because it's possible. I just haven't seen it. I shouldn't make my ignorance, you know, I shouldn't have to pay for my own ignorance. Damn that. All right. Now we see the setup, right? We see the setup. We're not going to use this purple. So usually it's going to be build in purple, break of magenta. We're not going to use the purple. This is going to be a 2, a confidence level 2, because the risk to reward is going to be from magenta to key level again. So break retest of key level would be ideal. However, you do see that it's, you know, I'm not going to say free fall, but you do see where the next orders are right here. So, you know, it's if it breaks key level and just shoots, possible. Ideally, we'd like to look for a break, retest, and a reject, right? That's ideal. So your risk, you tell me. I don't know. Don't know. I could be done for the day. I'm probably going to be done for the day. I don't need to trade anymore. I literally got in at the very top, and I told everyone, scout now. Right now, it's going to be a pullback. And then I plotted the guardrail. And then once I realized what was happening, I'm like, okay, let me single contracts. It's unfair because what if you guys don't have my same risk tolerance? I was a little sneaky. I will admit I was a little sneaky and I didn't put up the guardrail that I was supposed to. I even remember saying that. I was like, there's another algo here. I'm not going to put it because it's going to be confusing. That was me just trying to make you guys hold. Because I know what's best for you. Trust me. No, I'm just kidding. But I do. But I'm just kidding. We had a great morning. Another phenomenal day. Leave a winner. Don't sit here and day trade all day. Don't do that. That's not why we're here. We're not here because we like, you know, risking the money. We're here to make the money, right? Because this is our job, and then leave for the day. All right, hold on. Let me show you what you're looking for on the upside. Okay, so you see the downward path. I'll put it back if I have to. But I want to show you the other way. So remember this. Boom, it's gone. I'll put it back if I need to. So again, we're still within. We didn't break the structure yet, right? So we're still. Oh, sorry. We didn't break the structure yet. Why did I just do that? I just literally broke the structure there. Something like that, right? We didn't break this structure yet. So this is still valid. That's why I'm showing you your safety, your risk, and all these. I'm showing you what to look out for. Ron said he hopes it still goes down. If it does, we know exactly what to look out for. And, you know, we're still in this green, so technically the gangsters are going off of blue, but that, you know, if you wait for blue, then you're risking all the way back up to key level, this key level right here, which would eat, you know, I think that's a severe eating away at your, you know, it all depends, man. It all depends on your risk tolerance. Me, I don't like to give up money like that on hope. Not me. Because my hopes and dreams have been destroyed too many times for me to go off of hope anymore. I need confirmations. I need security. I need some safety. Now, when I took this put, I knew the risk. And I knew I wasn't risking no more No more than exactly above this green candle. I knew I wasn't risking not even $1. So I had zero risk on this. Maybe the transaction fee. Oh no, I'm lying because I got filled at the bottom. I'm lying. I'm saying that my stop was at the top. So whatever this was, what, like 20, 30 bucks? Whatever this was, you know, times however many contracts, which was a good amount. That was my risk from getting, and I literally got filled on the bottom because I hesitated. Even though I called it ahead of time. I called it on the green candle and I got filled on the bottom because I hesitated. I was trying to do too many other things. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Let's see what's happening here. Let's see if we get a weak bear cycle. A weak bear cycle might give us the strength to go through this key level here. Are we building the liquidity? Are we grabbing this liquidity? Is this motion right here, this up and down, is this grabbing this liquidity? Right? So we hit key level. Let's grab that liquidity. Let's stop these fools out and then continue. That's what you got to ask yourself. Okay, so the break in magenta to the key level, that's in profit. However, I told you risk to reward on this is going to be tight, right? I told you it's going to be tight, so if you want to wait for the break, retest, and reject, that's fine. That's fine. I told you risk to reward on this break was going to be tight. I'm gonna start taking off some contracts, or I'm gonna move my stop now. Finally, I'm gonna move my stop. Look how I didn't move at all. I did not. I lied. I moved it. Once we had this pullback, I moved it to when it touched green up here. Every time it touched green, I've been moving the stop. So on the touch of green, I've been moving my stop. I lied, but now I'm being honest. Okay, let's see what we got. So I'm just guiding on green. Whatever happens, I'm in green for us. I'm probably gonna take off maybe a third of the contracts. Maybe I'll take off 1/3 contracts when it breaks green. Beautiful 4-figure day, no big deal. Okay, possible order block right here on this dotted line. So we're gonna see if we break this dotted line. I'm gonna put my stop here. If we break this dotted line, I wanna see if we have a strong push up. If we break this dotted line right here, if it breaks the dotted line to the upside, I wanna see if it's like a significant move. Meaning like kind of like a momentum candle type thing. I want to see if I believe there's an order block right here. I want to see if we trigger this order block to the upside. Which would give us, if it did trigger it, it'll give us strength to at least key level 644.82 or blue. It doesn't want to close, doesn't want to break it. Okay, bulls and bears are fighting right now. They're fighting. We'll know who wins once we break this. We'll know who's gonna win because we'll know. Look at all this liquidity. Remember, the flexion for that cup and handle that I drew was literally on this line right here. Wait, yep, literally on this line right here. Right where it wicked was my handle. Go back and rewind the tape. So we're gonna see now. You're in the middle of the water here. There's no trade here. We don't have any triggers yet. So if you're not already in this put, still in green, right? We're still in green. So you're trailing your stops along green. So now I move my stop to the touch of green, which I just told you I'm doing that. Go rewind the tape. The flexion point was literally on this exact point. The reason why remember I said this is ugly and I gave it a haircut is to make sure that this was to the exact point. And I did that. So if you got in on this flexion, good on you. Look at this. Look at the money from the flexion. Excellent trade. But risk to reward. Look where the liquidity is. Risk to reward. We didn't close below. It didn't close. We're still in green. We're just moving our stops along green. I might take some contracts off here if we get a push up. Okay, I just read your messages. Thin structure. Thin structure, you like it? Let's see. We'll know because it'll break, retest, reject. I mean, it followed. Yeah, it did what it was supposed to do. So this cup and handle played out. The move is done. That move on the cup and handle is done. If you didn't get in on the break, then you got to wait for the break, retest, and reject. So you got two options. You go in on the break or break, retest, reject. That's up to you. Because you see we got some not a lot of orders right here, right? Not a lot of orders right here. Don't forget, there's also liquidity underneath magenta, right? So you're still inside green. Still inside green. Wait for the break, retest, and reject. All right, I'm probably going to take off a third. I'll take off a third if we get back up. I'll wait for green. I'll wait for green. Hopefully it doesn't, you know, cascade into the upside right now. Let's check higher time frame. Okay, so blue was the cue for, oh, actually blue and magenta lined up. So that was perfect. That worked. On the 5 minute, looks like we got some more room for the downside, but I do see weakness coming in. So maybe not too much. Let's see what we got. Let's see if we break this green and this purple on the 30 minute. Give us some more direction. The 30 minute says you got some more room for the downside. So you might have to be patient here and hold for a bit. Let's see if we reject underneath, what is this, magenta? Still inside green. We're still inside green. No reason to leave the trade yet. Well, I'm not saying that you guys do whatever you want, but I'm telling you my thought process, and I'm assuming you're listening to me because you want to hear my thought process, so. Man, today's been a good day. And normally I don't like to call out like put now. I don't like to do that sort of stuff because I just like to present to you the opportunities that I see, and you know, I want you to make your own decision on your okay, here we go. Let's see. I want you to make your own decision on your comfort level in your trading. So I don't like to say put now, this now, because then what happens when I'm not here? Then you're going to be stuck listening to me doing whatever I do. And if I'm not here, you can never progress on your own. Look, break, retest, and reject of magenta. This made money. So if you're hesitant on your trades holding and you want to scalp, we need to get below 643.53. We need to get below this to see some. Let's see if we get any movement below this. Let's see if we get below this level right here, if it starts to dump again. I've done my job for the day. Hopefully we're not, still trading. And if you made money, hopefully you're just done. There's no reason to keep going. If you're waiting for the trade, to wait for the setup. If you're interested in learning how to trade like this, send me an email to LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com and I will get you sorted out. But you got to be willing to invest time and effort into yourself. If you're not going to invest in yourself, then good luck in life. Good luck, because it's not for everybody. Still inside green. Just giving you an update. I'm just trailing along green. That's what I'm doing. I'm trailing green, and I think for my other 2/3, I might trail along blue. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, I'm seeing some weakness coming in now. I might go ahead and take some contracts off, secure some profit. Because none of the profits actually realize until, right? Because I can get one candle to wipe everything out. So, but I've been moving my stock, so I'm just trailing along green, trailing along green. Not too close on the green though, right? But I'm just trailing along the green. Whenever it breaks green, that's when I'll get out. I will be right back. See, I stepped away for a second. Look what happened. Okay, I'm back. But look, we made 4 figures in an hour and a half. About an hour and a half. I mean, if your job is doing that, then you need to stay at your job. You need to stay at your job if you're doing 4 figures in an hour and a half. That's better than doctor money. This is better than lawyer money, right? Once you start making it consistent, you'll see. You'll see. We're very far below the water, so we'll see what happens. We're at key level. We're dancing on key level. I'm still inside green. I'm just gonna wait for green to break. Okay, so here's my game plan. If we break green, I'll take off 1/3. If we get back inside of above this, I'll take off another 1/3. Yeah, I'll get out on break of blue for sure. But I'm gonna monitor it, so I'm gonna start tightening up the stop. I'm getting ready for the break of green for my first 1/3 to secure the trade. I mean, the trade's secured, but to lock in the profit. Well, profit's locked in, but because I have a stop loss. But you know what I mean. So it's actually reflected in the account. That's what I mean. We need to get below that. What did I say? 53? Yeah, we need to break this down here. Okay, I'm about to get stopped out on my, for the first 1/3. I'll actually make it on the top of this wick. So I'll go at the top of this wick. This wick right here, I'm guiding off of this wick. So, oh shit, I just moved everything. When this red candle wick breaks, this is where my stop is right now. It's a little bit above green, but hopefully I give myself enough. I'm gonna go $1 above, a little bit above this wick. This is where my stop is, so if 1/3 is gonna get taken out right here, if it goes above this. Now I'm just gonna sit patient and wait. If it wins, it wins. If it doesn't win, then I take my profit. I mean, we're already winners. We are already winners. Sonny, I think I have the answer to your question now. Are you still here? Okay, good. Listen, you're asking about thin structure. Kinda, yeah. It's a thin structure. Yeah. So we'd like to see a deeper break, retest, reject. A little bit deeper would be nice, but you don't always get it. But yeah, you're right. That this is thin structure underneath here, correct? Because it's sideways, right? Sorry, it took me so long to answer your question. You literally asked that a while ago. But yeah, you know what structure is now. You know what thin deep structure is. Yeah, this is. If we're waiting for a break and retest, we want it to be a little bit deeper than that. Remember, my stop is above this wick right here. So if it goes above this wick, I'm stopped out. Even though it broke green, this is what I decided my stop is. So we broke green. I'm gonna allow it to eat up a little bit of the contract because I want to. I'm trying to prepare for a wick, right? So I don't want to get stopped out on a wick because that's annoying. How many times does that happen? So instead of me getting stopped out on a wick, I'm gonna put a little bit of safety, and if I don't make as much as I could, that's fine. That's fine. Can't win them all. I was just talking on mute. Look at the money. This is why I have my rules set up. Now I can scrape a little bit more. Do you see why I have my... Oh, I was just talking. I don't know what you guys heard, but remember, I had my stop above this wick. And the reason why I went a little bit above the wick is because I've been hurt so bad by wicks stopping me out. I've been hurt so bad by a wick stopping me. That's why I put it a little bit above this red wick. I'm walking you through my trade. Look at the money. Look at the money we printed. Look at the money we printed. Look at all these rejection wicks we saw coming in. Let's see if we get below 53. Where's 53? Right here. All right, let's see if we get below 53. I want to see if we get a big move. I want to see if we get a big move below 53. Come on. Come on. Oh, go the other way. Come on. But what it did was give me a little bit of extra. Come on. Don't. We need to reject right here. We need to reject right here. We need to reject right here. Come on. Come on. My stop is still right here. I haven't moved my stop yet. It's still above this, a little bit above this wick. I'm walking you through my trades. I'm walking you through the process. Did it break 53? Where's... All right, let's close below 53. Come on, close below 53. Close below 53. And I don't know if this is a thing. This is just all in my head, by the way. This is all in my head. This is not an actual real thing. I don't want anyone to think that what I'm saying, this 643.53 is actually a legitimate thing. This is all in my head, my personal stuff. So this has nothing to do with structure or nothing like that. I needed to close below 53 because something in my mind says that we should get a strong movement there if we close below 53. And if it doesn't happen, oh well. Like, I really don't care because I'm trading along green, so I'm still making the money, so I don't care. Now my stop is still here. I haven't moved my stop. It's above this level. I need to see if we take this level out. So I'm going to hold it above this level because I want to see if this level gets taken out. I'm holding my stop right here. I'm waiting for this level to get taken out. For some reason, 53, closing below 53 is in my mind. I don't know why, but it's just in my mind that if we close below 53, that we should have a more significant movement. I don't know it to be a fact. I'm not saying it's a real thing. It's just my personal thing. I don't know what else to tell you. But they're battling right here. They are battling right here. There is $500 million being thrown around every few minutes right now. Come on, do we close? Wait, where's 53? Technically, we did close below it, and did we? Yeah, technically we closed below it, but it didn't give me the movement that okay, hold on. Let me get that movement I was looking for at 53. Come on. I know I sound like an insano person right now because I'm literally making shit up as I'm going on, but this is just the way my mind is working right now. Come on, let's go. No, I expected more like a strong move below 53, so just goes to show you that stop going off of hope. I am seeing a whole bunch of rejection wicks though. I am seeing fading, I'm seeing rejection wicks. But that doesn't mean anything, right? We need price action to tell us what's going to happen. I do see fading. I see the wicks. I see it pointing down. I see the MACD looks like it's trending up, but it's going into a bear cycle while still below. We got to see how much strength we get out of this. I expected a bigger move. I expected like a substantial candle on this candle right here. I expected a substantial candle, and it didn't happen, so it'd be like that sometimes. It'd be like that. Still inside green. We're still making money off this trade. This is insane. Today's been such a good day. Man, I expected this candle to like just boom, just dump. I don't know why, but so let's see next target. Oh boy. Come on, let's go. It doesn't have to look pretty. It doesn't have to be pretty. Okay, so if you took the break retest of the magenta, as I said, or if you took the break of what is this? This is profit, so you're welcome. I'm just pissed because I wanted like a momentum candle. I mean, it's still doing what I thought it would do. It's still doing exactly what I thought it would do, but I wanted to see like a big strong candle to push down, and that's okay. I mean, everything still worked, right? Everything still worked. I'm just being nitpicky, and I probably need to stop being like that. Okay, any more upside? We're gonna put a short-term target to right here. Let's see if we hit this 643.08. 643.08 would technically be the target for the break retest of this key level, 643.78. I'm not going to overstay my welcome this time. I'm going to probably guide off a green if we break above green. I mean, it still could do this right here. It's still inside blue, right? So, you know, the gangsters are holding on for blue. Single contracts, break a green. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get a lot more out of this. We had a big move. Look at this. Look at this significant dump. This was a great move. And I'll put my stop if it goes above 643.78. So I'm gonna put my stop here. That's what I'm gonna do. You know, I know I'm risking all of this right here, but it's okay. It's okay. We're still inside green. Still inside green. Okay. I might start moving my stop above, a little bit above this wick here. I'll move 2/3 of the contracts to above this key level, and I'll move 1/3 my immediate take profit above this, a little bit above this wick right here. All right, so now you know what there we go. There we go. Still inside green. Still inside green. Okay. Has today not been a phenomenal day? What is going on? This is just easy money. Oh, wait. What happened? What happened, Ron? All right, Sunny, she's learning. Ron, I'm sorry. I have to, let me address Sunny. Sunny. Sunny's learning. Ron, if you could, you don't have to, Ron, but I'd appreciate it if you could share in the, share exactly kind of what happened. Not exactly, but if you can just give us some insight into what your thought process was on that so we could all learn from it. Okay, good, Sonny. Good. Hell yeah. Are you becoming more comfortable trusting the system now? Look at this money. I'm still in this trade. I am still in the trade. Sonny, do you see how the guardrails help? It's okay. You got your W. That's the most important thing. Call it a goddamn day. You can't expect to get much more out of this. Okay. No. It doesn't have to work. It's just more likely that it will work. Ron, if you could, yeah, I see you're typing. If you could share a little bit of insight, I would love to know what happened so I could address. And don't feel silly, don't feel stupid. No one knows what's gonna happen. That's impossible to know what is going to happen. So because once you start beating yourself up, it leads you into a deep, dark path where you start revenge trading. And usually what you should do if you take a little L, call it a day. Okay, today's not the day. I made money yesterday. Preserve the account, right? You wait for the proper setup. Hold on, I gotta get back. I gotta get back to the trade. Okay, I'm still in the trade. Look at the money we printed. Look at the money. This is an amazing day. Amazing day. Look at the money. We knew this was going to be not free fall, but we already told you this was going to happen. I told you where the target is. I have it drawn. There's nothing more I can do. I would love someone on the internet to show me someone doing what's happening right now, because it's not a thing. It's simply not a thing. No one's doing this. I told you where the target is. Internet. Oh, goodness. Yep, exactly. We broke green. We broke purple. Another indication. We had a good day. We had a good day. Look at the money we printed today. Get out of here. Look at this money. Simply, look at the green. The green did all the work. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look at the 5 minute. Exactly. Yeah. This is what we're looking for, right? So on the 5 minute, we should see some resistance right here. We should see some resistance here, but the target technically would be down here. Correct. Okay, target hit. Target hit. If you took the break, we knew where the target was. I actually highlighted it before it happened. Oh my goodness. Good day today. Good day. And I have to get out of here soon, so I'm gonna have to take my trades off. I can't stay. I'm gonna have to end it all. Like, man, I gotta end it, but I don't want. I have to go. This is unfortunate. This is unfortunate, but I think I'm getting greedy now. All right, if we break above blue, I'm gonna exit my contract. Actually, I should wait above the. Okay, I'm gonna take off 1/3 on break of blue, and I'm gonna take off my other 2/3 to be fully out if we get above 643.61, and I'm just gonna trail. Come on. That's what I'm gonna do, because I have to. I gotta get out of here soon. I have to get out of here soon. Okay, have a good day. Have a good day. Good job today, Sonny. Okay, I stepped away for 1 second. 1/3 of my contracts is gone. Over 300% profit. And the next tranche is going to be right here. I might as I'll wait. I'm not going to go and move it now. And okay, that was a good we had a good day. That was my day today. Oh my goodness. We had a phenomenal day. I don't even know what else to say. Today was look, where did we ride it from? I got it on blue, my first 643. 3 full points. I mean, I don't know if it gets better than this, but yeah, I think we had a good day. YouTube, I'm going to end it here. It's been a pleasure. We had a great day. If you're interested in learning how to do this, send me an email to LiveSPYTrading@gmail.com and I will get you sorted out. Discord, I'm going to be in there 1 second.